Here's our Love Monster bag kindergartners make. Here's an owl bag, another cute little owl bag. Little kitty cat bag. Look at this little tail hiding back here. Can you see that? Aw. This is a fluffy bag with tissue paper, little bunny bag, owls. Here's a little hedgehog, hogging all your love. Here is what second graders are doing this year, this Valentine's bag. And then this is something that we might be making in 4th grade. Okay, so we're gonna be making some Valentine's Day bags, and we're gonna go through all of this stuff right here. So we're doing Valentine's bags in boxes. I'm gonna show you how to do cutting in symmetry, how to curl some pipe cleaners, how to fold and cut some hearts, glue sticks versus Elmer's glue, when to use it, keeping the bag closed, being creative, having fun, as well as shape punches. Are you ready to make some rad Valentine's Day bags? Me too. Okay, come on over here, and I'm gonna show you all the stuff that I know, which is not a lot, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna start with the different bags that you can use to make your Valentine's Day bag. So we've got plain old lunch bags. They're either white or brown. Keep them closed. This is the top. This is the back. So I guess front and back. This one has writing on it, so put that part down, and this part flaps, so that part goes down. We've also got nicer bags that have handles on, like this. There's no writing on them, but this is the back side because that's the flap. So put the flap side down, okay? Flap side down. The most simple ones that you can make, you can just cover the front of them with a colorful paper and make it pretty like this. To cover yours like this, it's hard to get the exact right size. So if you take your paper and you put your bag on top of the paper and trace with your pencil. So my bag is right here. It's on the edge here, on the edge down there. Trace with my pencil, and then trace on this side. And when I take this off, I'll be able to see where I need to cut, and then I can use a glue stick to put that on. So everybody say, paper to paper, use a glue stick. So that's what my little kiddos say. So if I'm putting paper onto paper, we're gonna just use a glue stick. If you're gonna do something like putting a pom-pom on, you're gonna wanna use Elmer's glue because that's thicker and bigger. Or if you wanna put on a button, you're gonna wanna use Elmer's glue. Okay, so I've glued this one onto the front. Remember on the note it said, do not open the bag? Leave them shut for now because I can store them flat, but I can't store them when they're all open, and we're gonna wait till they get to class. Also, when you're ready to open them, it's hard because kids just go like this. Did you hear it rip a little? And they don't know that they're supposed to put their hand in and push up the bottom, and now they have a baggie, okay? So if you're a bigger kid, I'll let you do that, but at the end of class, you're gonna have to be able to fold it back up like this and work on it, okay? So I've glue sticked the front of this on here, okay? When I looked at my owl over here, or the eyes, look at all the eyes of each of these. They're all exactly the same. So on the kitty cat, the eyes are exactly identical. This owl, they're identical. We're gonna cut symmetrically by folding the paper in half. So if I need to cut eyeballs, I'm gonna take my piece of paper. I'm gonna just fold it in half. So now I've got, well, I'm gonna fold it in half. So I'm gonna go like this, and now it's folded in half. Okay, I'm gonna take my scissors and cut out my eyeball. So let's do the best circle I can do. Look at how good this is. There we go. And now these are exactly symmetrical. That means identical in size and shape, okay? So that's how to cut symmetrically. So let's say I want to do the shape of a heart even. You're gonna take your piece of paper and fold it to make a heart. I taught my kids the thumb trick. So what you do is you fold your paper in half. Let's do this paper right here. Okay, my paper is folded in half, and you're gonna hold it like it's a book. So I'm reading my book. Here's where the book pages open and close. If you hold it right here, and then take your pencil, and you're gonna trace your thumb. So start on the fold and end on the fold. See how that looks just like a giant thumb? Still holding on, double check, can it open? Yes, it can. Now, if I cut on that line, right here on the line, zip it around, and then if I open that, now I have a perfectly symmetrical heart. If I'd like to add another color to it, look what I can do. I'm gonna take another piece of paper, fold it in half, put this heart on top of it again, hold my thumb on it. Hold my thumb right on here. And what if I took my fancy scissors that cut different patterns, and I cruised around just on the outside edge because I already know what shape the thumb is. Cut that out, and then now when I open it, it's got a heart that fits inside of a heart. So if you can see on the bear right here, that's what I did on his hearts. I started with the red one, then I put it on top of the white and glued it, and then I folded it, and I put it on top of the black one, and then I did the same thing, okay? Now, do you see the black mark right here that I drew? So turn that around. There you go, looks good. You can use a Sharpie or a black marker to write whatever you want on top of that, okay? So we talked about folding and cutting hearts. Oh, pipe cleaners, let's see here. Here's my good old pipe cleaner. We did the Love Monster that has pipe cleaners on it. If you take this right here, put your thumb on the marker and wrap it around. This works best with the fat markers. And I wrap it around, and then I slide it off, and then I got a boingy, boing, boing, boing. Okay, if I want to attach that to like the top of my bag, I could take a hole punch, and I can hole punch my bag. So now there's a hole, and I can stick one end of this guy through it, and then once it's up, now I can twist those two together, and then it sticks on there, and we're not using any glue. And now this sticks up, okay? And you can pinch it and twist it a little bit more if you need to. But on the Love Monster bags, we actually had hearts on the top of here. So if you made a teeny tiny heart like this, and then I hole punch this guy, and then I put this on the top of this guy. Look how easy this can be. You too can make a heart wingy. Okay, let's see what else we got. Shape punches. We have a drawer on that side of the room, and we also have a bin way back over here, and these can make different shapes. Only do one paper at a time, otherwise they get jammed up and they won't work. So there's a mouth here. It's so tiny that you can't get your finger in because you don't want your finger in there because that would hurt. But your paper goes inside this little mouth. Yoink. You set it down on the table. Don't hit it because it'll break it. They're just plastic. You're gonna push down, and then when I lift it up, there's my shape. So you can put some shapes on there too. The tinier the hole punches are, the harder they are to make. If they get jammed, put them over here in the hospital. There's like a little red plus sign, you can put them in the hospital. So we did cut symmetrically by holding the two pieces of paper together or folding. Pipe cleaners, folding hearts, keep the bags closed. Oh, the last one, we've got this guy right here. So this is kind of like a box, and you can put your stuff inside of here, your Valentines, cards and candies and things. We just use cereal boxes. So I just used this plain old cereal box right here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And what we did is I cut that one. So here's this one. I just cut down the front side and this side right here so that this whole thing flaps open. And I figured out how wide I wanted my box to be. And then I just folded that part up. So this is about how wide I wanted this box to be. See how wide it is? Okay. Once I got it this wide, then I figured out how tall I wanted it to be. And I was thinking maybe about this tall. So it's going to be about this tall. Take your extra stuff and you're going to cut and tape on the edges. So I'm going to measure just how big this is here for this part. So I'll stick my thing under here, take my pencil, I'll hold it a little bit better. Okay, so now I know exactly that's how deep it is. So once I cut that guy, now I've got this, and then this is going to tape right here. And then clearly I would, so right here, so I would tape here, tape the bottom, and then I could just cut this other chunk off, and then I'd take another piece, maybe the lid of this, and do the other side. And then you can figure out what to do if you want to cut this off or if you want to leave it. I think I cut down to this part, so I had like a little box down here. So you can kind of see how I constructed that. I'm just using some masking tape. This one was, hi there. This one was just my favorite. What kind of cereal is that? Cinnamon Toast Crunch, yum. So you could use cereal boxes, or you could even go simpler than that. You don't even have to cut the box open. If you want to just take a plain old cereal box, and all I did is I cut all of the tabs off the top of it, and I just covered it. So I made sure that this was the bottom, and I just took paper, and I wrapped around, and I taped it all. So now I can just set this right here and I can make my project out of this. So choose whether you want to do art bags or cereal box to make something cool, or keep it closed like this. That's pretty easy to do also. Okay, so happy time making some Valentine's bags.